Hi everyone, it's Lori and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. So today is our flip through of my very first Christmas journal. And as you all know, Jovi over at Creating with Jovi and I both started our first Christmas journal on the same day. And we will, if I'm not mistaken, also post our flip through of our first Christmas journal on the same day. So if you guys have not went over and checked out Jovi's channel, please do so. It is Creating with Jovi. She is absolutely wonderful. She's funny, very, very talented lady, and makes beautiful journals and beautiful tassels. So you guys go on over there and check her out. Also, this journal is a guest design team project for Steph over at JunnkWithSteph. And the kit that I used is JJ with Joy. And when I saw this kit, I absolutely knew that I wanted this kit to be the one that I made my very first Christmas journal out of. And as you all know, you see I have it covered up. As I told you in a previous video, that kind of my signature mark for me and for my channel is when I do a journal, I will not do the cover on film. I will not record it. It will always be a surprise for you guys during the flip through. So without further ado, we will unveil the cover. So this is the cover of my very first Christmas journal. This is a fabric paper cover, and I learned how to do that, and we all did a couple of those together on video from Gela Gustinelli. It has a vintage lace and vintage rick-rack, and I also put some book corners on it, so you guys can see that. So we will go ahead and get into here, and I just did a loose piece of green lace as the closure. So that's going to be your closure. This cluster here is made out of various vintage pieces right here, so that was really cute. So I put that up there in that corner. Then we have some vintage lace here, and here's that green vintage rick-rack. This picture here is actually from my friend Dorothy over at Done by Dorothy, and it is her 25 Days of Christmas. So I saw that and just knew I wanted it on the cover. So there's that, and then we have some lace here, and there's those book corners that are on all four corners. And when we get into here, I did sew all the way around the cover in the zigzag stitch. So on the inside pocket, as well as there are the front cover pocket and the back cover, I just took some vintage lace and took some of that green lace and sewed it on there and made a pocket. It is sewn to the cover, it is not glued. And we have a piece of ephemera here from the kit. And then we just have this little journaling card here that I had made. Just opens up and you can journal inside. And then this is a cute little tag that I made. We put that topper on there together. And this is the first page, and this is a page from the kit, and this is the page. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I wanted to use this kit. It's such a pretty kit, and I also like the pink tones in it, because you know my signature color is pink, so that's my favorite color. A lot of the back of the pages that I used is a avocado and coffee dyed digital from Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, so you'll see that throughout here. I just took a stamp and stamped Joy there, and then this is a piece of ephemera from the kit, and it just says this book belongs to, and I just put it on there with a paper clip. That way who ends up with this journal can decide if they want to glue it down or what they want to do. This is a piece of my tea-dyed paper, and then this is a pocket and a tag from the kit. The tag just slides in there, and then this is just a piece of burgundy paper that I had. I cut it in half, made it a little bit smaller, and I did sew around it with white thread, and I actually found little brads that were snowflakes, so I put one of those on there. And this is Denise at Wonderbar Crafts avocado dyed paper, and I just did a little snowflake punch here and some stamping down the edge. And this is a page from the kit, and this is Denise at Wonderbar Crafts coffee dyed digital. This is a stock purchasing receipt. It is an original. And then on this side, because there was a word here that was upside down, I just had taken and made this little tag and made it into a pocket. And this is a couple of pieces of ephemera from the kit. This is my red dyed paper, and again I just sewed around it and zigzag with white thread. This is a page from the kit. And then over here we have one of my square coffee filters. I had just used the red dye and dyed it. It came out a real pretty pink color. We just did some collage in here. This is some Tim Holtz. I think it's out of his tiny Christmas something. It was from last year. A couple of small journaling cards from the kit in that front pocket, and then a bingo card and another journaling card in the back pocket here. And then this is just some coffee dyed paper, and I did a border punch and punched that. This green paper excuse me, is from 9 of Chrome's, and I believe it's her grunge olive. And then this is only the second time I have made fabric ruffles, and this is vintage fabric, and I just used some red thread on this one and made a fabric ruffle there. We have another really pretty page from the kit. Then we have a side pocket here, and again a journaling card and a couple of tags from the kit. We just put toppers on them. And this is some of that lavender paper that feels like it's textured, and again I just sewed around the edges. And then we have some vintage ledger paper. And then this is actually a piece of ephemera from the kit. It's just a little file folder, and I have put it on there with a paper clip and a little charm here. And the beads, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but they're a real pretty green color. So I thought that would look really pretty on the edge. So let's get this back on there. And then get that paper clip. That little charm. And then this is my coffee dyed paper, and I did do another snowflake punch out there. And then there's a journaling card. Or tag, I'm sorry, and there's tucked behind there. And then we have some avocado dyed dolly, another vintage ledger paper, another page from the kit, some of my red dyed paper that I sewed around, and a different small ledger paper. And then this was just a tag from the kit, and I just made it into a flip out. And then we have some avocado dyed music sheet from Denise at Wonderbar Crafts. And again, I did the border punch on that. This right here is a little 3 pocket that we made. This was part of DD Tharago's 3 and 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas. And you just have a journaling card in each pocket. And just put a little well-tailed tab punch on there. And then one in there. And then over here, this is another page from the kit, and this is another one of those fabric ruffles that I had made. And on here, I did make a charm. I had these really pretty green beads here, so I just made a little charm and put it on there with a bulb pen. This is just a piece of rice paper, and I just did a cluster here, and these are pieces of ephemera from the kit. And then I just did a little piece of dolly there. It's crocheted dolly, just pink paper here. And this is another pocket from the kit, and this is a tag from the kit. We just put a topper on it, one of the little note plates, and this is one of Claudia at Timeless Crochet 4-use Christmas flowers. Absolutely love those flowers. There's another pretty page from the kit. I just love this kit. Something about that deer. Just put a little tab here that says Christmas. And then this, guys, is, I believe, a CD holder, and this was just a little flap on it that closes it. So I just took 2 pieces of ephemera from the kit, journaling cards, sewed it here and here, and then glued it back here and turned it into a pocket. Just put a well-tailed tab on the edge of that, so that became a pocket. And then here, again, I just put a cross on a paper clip. And then right here, this is just an envelope. I did not glue it down because I wasn't sure if the new owner would want it glued down, so that just goes there. And this is another tag from the kit, just stuck back there. Got that on there with that. And then this is a piece of antique music sheet. It's coffee dyed paper. And this is another one of my square coffee filters. And this pocket here, and the way it's made, was Amy at Crafty Cat's idea. So I had made one of these, and this right here was also her idea. It's just a little piece of coffee dyed paper that's flipped down. It's made to look like an envelope, a little secret journaling spot there, and then a piece of a tag or ticket from the kit. We did a little cluster here, and then there's a pocket here with a journaling card from the kit. Just put a well-tail tab on the punch. And again, this design was created by Amy over at Crafty Cat. And then we have a pocket here with a couple of small journaling cards, and then just did a little collage here. And then this is the middle of the signature. It is a one signature journal, and I'll get into the specs at the end. And then here's the other side that is sewn into the signature. A couple of more journaling cards in this pocket here, a little cluster there. Flip it over, same thing here. Just did a little collage in there, and a journaling card from the kit with a well-tail tab on there. Coffee dyed paper. And then here I just took a key and put it on the end of a paper clip, and this is actually an envelope with a couple of pieces of, well, a tag and a couple of journaling cards from the kit stuck in there. Get this back on there. And then we have that antique music sheet. And then here we have another envelope. And again, it just has some journaling card in there. And we did put some real vintage stamps on these envelopes in here. And then this is that CD case, so I just closed it up here and opened it up here at the end. This is a piece of ephemera from the kit, and this is just behind it some of Rachel at Roxy Creations digital kit, and this is just a Christmas napkin decoupaged on a book page, and then I just cut it out and put it on this card, and we have a well-tail tab. So that goes in there, and you can see Santa through the window. And then another beautiful page from the kit. This is another pocket from the kit, and just a tag. And again, we have Claudia's Christmas flower there. And then on this piece of the rice paper, just have a journaling card there inside that little pocket, and I put a little well-tail tab here. This is another fabric ruffle. It has Christmas bells on it. Beautiful page from the kit here. And then this is another one of those pockets inspired by Dee Dee Farrago. And then we just did a little minor decorating on this one because it was a little bit plain. So you have 3 cards there to journal on. And on this one, guys, as well as the other one, I did leave a pocket here. However, I did not put anything in it, but you do have a pocket here. And there's a pocket on the other one. Then we have that avocado dyed music sheet with some of that border punch. And then here we have another skinny envelope and another paper clip with one of those little things on there. And again, we put a vintage Christmas stamp there. And then in here, I just have a piece of ephemera from the kit. Get that back on there. And then we have some vintage ledger paper, some of that writ dyed paper. We have another envelope here, and again a vintage Christmas stamp. Really cute. It's a piece of ephemera in here from the kit. She has so much ephemera with her kits. It's absolutely crazy. You get so much, so you definitely have more than enough. And there's another beautiful page from the kit. It's a vintage ledger paper, avocado dyed dolly. I think this is my tea dyed paper, and I just did a cutout there with the snowflake punch. And then we have some vintage ledger there. And then this is just an avocado dyed envelope, and then a tag and little, what are these guys, Rolodex cards. And these are from the kit. And that lavender paper that's been sewed around. Then we have a side pocket here with a tag and a journaling card from the kit tucked in there. Another pretty page from the kit. And another fabric ruffle here on that grunge olive paper. Coffee dyed paper with the border punch. And then here we made a belly band, and we used some of the ephemera from the kit. And then this is just an antique letter. It is a digital. It's from 1898. So we just put that in the belly band so you can journal on the inside of that. Another pretty page from the kit. Some of that writ dyed paper. This is the other side of that stock purchasing. Just did a little ruffle down here. And this is not sewed. This is just glued to cover up some writing that was upside down. And then a little plate there that says blessings. Look at that, guys. Isn't that so pretty? I just love that. Another pretty page from the kit. Avocado dyed paper, and I stamped out or punched out a snowflake there. And that's the other side of that burgundy. And again, have a little snowflake brad on there. This one, I made it just an up tuck. Put that other file folder in there. And another little piece of ephemera from the kit. And this is coffee dyed paper. And then on this page, I just stamped Joy there. And this right here was one of my first fabric snippets, if you will, that I had made. And I came across this piece, and it had that red button. So, and then this little stamp here says handmade by Lori at Enchanted Dream 71. There is a little bit of slow stitching on here. It definitely leaves something to be desired, because that's not something I'm great at. But it does have a little bit of that on there. And it's just on there with a paper clip. And then this is the last page, and it's the back page of the beautiful page from the kit. We'll take a drink, guys. Give me just a second. And in the back pocket, we just have a little bag here that says North Pole Airmail. Another tag, an envelope I had made, and a page from the kit. Take another drink, guys. Excuse me. And this right here is some Christmas music sheet that I had just sewed around and made an envelope out of. And this is all of the extra ephemera that was left over from the kit in there. Excuse me. Alright, there you go, guys. This is my guest design team project for Steph over at JunnkWithSteph. All the links will be below in the description box. I really appreciate y'all's support. This will be in my Etsy shop. And thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.